Hello, lovely people. Today I'm sharing my currently inked pens for March. I'm still using a lot of pens from my January and February currently inked videos, so if you're interested in those, I will leave links down below. In my Hobonichi weeks, I'm using my Esterbrook Estie Lilac with the Techo nib and Sailor Manyo Nekoyanagi. And I love this ink, it's one of my favorites. I was having a bit of difficulty at the beginning using this pen and ink just because I hadn't completely cleaned the pen out. I tried so hard to get it clean, and it still had traces of Robert Oster Fire and Ice in it. And so every time I would start writing, a little bit of a blue came out. See? But it's okay. For this month in my reading journal, I'm using my Benu Briolette in Luminous Orchid and Diamine Pine Needle from the 2024 Inkvent calendar. I didn't like this very much at first because it was so close to Sugar Snap in the 2023 Inkvent calendar. That one is a bit more yellow. This is kind of a sap or fern green, grassy green, but it's growing on me. This is a fine nib, so I was a little hesitant to put a shimmer in it, but it's been handling it pretty well so far. Look at the green and the purple. Yeah, I mean, don't look because this is atrocious, but also look at how matchy it is. Loving it, but also hating it. The next two I inked up specifically for 2 reading journal spreads that I did. That's a terrible sound. There. And this is the Pineider Avatar UR in Abalone with Van Dieman's Queenstown Goldmine, which is from their Tasmanian line. This is a terracotta brown with gold shimmer, and it's crazy how this is actually one of my favorite inks. This is not a color I generally go for, but there's something about this one. I really like it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It went really well with these stickers. That's going to be a theme. I choose inks because they match my stickers. So look at that. Then I have this Visconti Van Gogh in Orchid and Blossom with Diamine Wilted Rose from the 2024 calendar. Colors have lost all meaning to me. I almost want to say it's a brownish pink, but you could also say it is a pinkish brown. And I used this to write about Slow Productivity by Cal Newport. I thought it went well with this little postcard. I could write the book on slow productivity. Are you kidding me? The next few I inked up to use in this Stalogy. I've been going through each of my inks in the order that I purchased them and using them to write down the first sentences of books. I'm pretty sure it's killing my wrist, but it's kind of fun. So I have a Twsbi Eco with a stub nib in the color Persian green and Ferris wheel press Morningside mint. This ink is really pretty. I love the color. I hate how it writes. Even in a stub nib, it is too dry. It's also a bit on the light side, so it's a little difficult to read. Then we have another Ferris wheel press ink that I don't like. This is the Fluttering Heart, which was a limited edition for 2023. It's a very pale pink with champagne shimmer, and I have it in my Zodiac pens Taurus in the color Seafoam Abalone. And this is a double broad nib, and I still don't like this ink in it. It's very dry, and it's very hard to read. So because I don't write with this one by itself, I will mix it in with other inks. I know that's kind of controversial, probably shouldn't do that, but I use it in my cheaper pens, so I'm not really worried about if it clogs it. I actually mixed these two together a long time ago, and I recently inked it up in my Kakuno. I don't know why, but these two together make a more pleasant writing experience. Separate, don't like them. Together, so much better. This is the Lamy All-Star in the color Pacific with Coloverse Sky-Tinted Waters. Not a huge fan of the color, just doesn't do much for me. I don't even like the color of the actual sky. I don't know why I thought I'd like this ink. I only bought it because it was part of Coloverse's State collection, and it was for Minnesota. The last two are pens that I recently purchased. The first one is the Kaveco Brass Sport, and I have in it Birmingham Pen Company Wilting Thicket. This ink looks a little questionable when you first put it down. I don't like the green tinge it has, but then it dries to a nice brown. Technically, this is my boyfriend's pen, but I use it more than he does. Why do you have to make my life so difficult? It's so pretty. How do you spell this? Oh my gosh, I missed the H. The next one is my new pen. It is a Navalure Nautilus in the color Turquoise Dream, which is a Atlas Stationer's exclusive. And I still have Sacagawea by Van Dieman's in it, which is part of their Explorer line. It looks so good in the stub nib. I love it. Oh my god. Okay, here. Come here. What do you think of my choices? Here. Lay down. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. You know, when I hold her like this sometimes when I'm walking her, I just feel like a villain. Yes, yes. Please let me know if you have any questions about these inks or pens. Also let me know which was your favorite ink and pen pairing. Does it bug you that I didn't put a line under this one? I forgot. I hope you'll consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye! From the Sailor with Coloverse Sky-Tinted. When I look outside and I can see blue sky, I'm immediately upset. I start growling. In turquoise, I prefer cloudy, overcast, gray, nighttime, which is an Atlas Stationer's exclusive. Oh my god, that was hard to get out. You guys like my cat?